Hello. My name is Shelly. If I haven't said that before, Shelly, and welcome to Comfortably Blind. If this is your first video. If not, there's a whole bunch over here. Maybe not a whole bunch, but anyway. Again, Shelly, this is Comfortably Blind. I did a video on this a little while ago, and this is my Kodak. I can't remember what it's called now. Vigilant. Kodak Vigilant. Now, money's been a little tight, but I finally picked up a roll of film. Yay me. Yeah, so Ilford Delta 100. I kind of like to run 100 speed, especially in old stuff like this, because these weren't made for much more than 100. Maybe 200. But anyway, so I picked up some film and we're going to be loading it. Now, one thing, if you remember last time, it wouldn't trigger by the button. Well, I figured that out. See, it triggers by the button. The button. And what it was is not this little S piece here. It was actually this little piece. That little chrome piece down there that moves up. This was actually this. Well, this was running into this rivet down in here. It was running into. Let's see, where's the rivet? It was running into a rivet down in here, and not allowing it to fully move. But I pried it back out a little bit and it seems to be working just fine. Now on the lower, this one with on the lower speeds, it's higher speeds. Let's come down here. It tends to stick a bit, especially right around 10. But I do not know. See, kind of slow. That might be 1/10 of a second. But we'll probably end up running, if we're running all day, we'll probably end up with 100 speed film and Sunny 16 rule being what it is, probably run around 100 to 200 speed anyway. So I should be fine. It should be alright. But anyway, so yeah, I got it now, so no matter where you put it, it fires. It even fires on the time. More stay in the time. So when you like hit it, and it goes halfway, then you hit it again. Yeah, baby. Anyway, so we're going to throw some film in it. Now, we'll open this. Here's our 160 spool. Okay, to get that out, you have to rotate this in the direction of rotation, and it's kind of on a one-way cam, so you can only rotate it one direction. So you want to rotate that out so you can pull your spool out. This is your 620 spool. Very important. You need to keep this. I did send out a roll that I shot out of the little brownie Hawkeye. That should be being developed now, and I should get those back next Wednesday. And I did make sure to ask them for my spool back. So hopefully they'll send me my spool back. But yeah, so let's not throw that away. Now what I did on this, being that this back piece here, back here is rather tight, what I ended up doing is, like we talked about the other day, I clipped the edge off of the 120 spool and then ground it down, and I ground it down with like 60 grit, and then smoothed it out a bit with with 240 grit, and it should work just fine. I kind of put it in earlier and rolled it around. It should work okay. The first couple of frames on it though will probably interfere a bit with this tang, but otherwise it's now as small, if not smaller, than the 620. Let's put that up there. Than the 620. So, and it's still slightly tall, but this, oh yeah, you couldn't see that. Still slightly taller, but this fits into the supply side loosely. So, we will take our film, if we can get the little thing off to cooperate. You want to peel that off, and we will drop it into, besides you kind of want this tight anyway, because what it will do is want to keep it flat against the back of the against the film plane. So then we'll take this, and being that this is tapered, and so is this, because this side is longer than this side, so we'll put the wide side in first and pull it through, and then kind of roll it. Ooh, that wasn't cool. Then we'll roll it around a little bit, and now we have roll it around a little bit. We've still got we're still safe, at least I hope. And then we'll put it in here, this in here, and then we rotate. Now that we got our spool in, we'll rotate the knob back in until it clicks, and then pull it a bit tight. So now it should be flat against the plane where the film rides. And now we can close it. And that's pretty much it for putting 120 in place of 620. Now what you do is on this one is you lift this up, and you can see the back of the film. So then we'll rotate it in the direction of take up, and we should see that big black line that we've seen. We keep going. Actually, this rotates easy. Now this camera will only do about eight rolls. Only do about 8 rolls on a spool, or eight pictures on a spool, where like the Brownie and my Argaflex would do 12. And if you remember on the Brownie, the red dot was here, so they run a different line of numbers across here. And what this will probably end up doing is wait until the number here, but you'll have your film clear over here, because it's got to be over there. So now we go, we keep rotating, and we rotating and rotating and rotating and rotating and rotating. And it actually is rotating fairly well. Okay, here's our first arrow. Some more arrow. The last time it had little bubbles. There's a little bubble, another bubble. Ooh, bigger bubbles. And there's our number 1. So now we're at number 1. So when I hit this, it will take a picture. Now the cool thing about this pouch is when you put the camera in and tighten everything down, you've got a little wheel here that also doubles as it screws into the 1/4-inch tripod mount hole, and it also gives you a 1/4-inch tripod mount hole. So even though it takes it up, it gives you another one. So with this bag, what's kind of cool is if you lift that up, you can see the little window that I covered. I probably won't take the bag with me. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. But when you come time to shoot it, if you do take the bag with you, what you would end up doing is rotating this up and out of the way. So then when you put it back in the bag and tighten it down, now when you lift up on this window here, you can actually see what picture you're on. So you can wind it inside this bag or not. Then you just flip the bag open. This button flops it open, and you're ready to go, with or without the bag. So Saturday is supposed to be a nice day. We will be going down to Ogden and shooting 25th Street, hopefully early in the morning, so I can catch some really nice shadows and whatnot. So that's how you load this cool little camera. The Kodak Vigilant 620. Even though we're putting 120 film in it, you should be able to shoot the 620 with no problems. Bye.